Okay, so you're driving your Honda Hybrid, and bam, a warning light pops up on the dash. Your heart kind of sinks, right? We've all been there. Well, don't sweat it just yet. We're going to break down one specific and kind of notorious error code, P1570/66. We'll get into what it means, what's causing it, and most importantly, how you might be able to fix it without emptying your wallet. Yeah, as soon as that light comes on, the mind just races, doesn't it? You're immediately thinking, oh no, what's broken now and what's this going to cost me? So let's cut through that anxiety and get you some straight answers and a solid plan of action.
All right, first things first, we've got to decode what this message actually means. Think of it like this. Your car is trying to talk to you, but it's speaking in mechanic. So let's be the translator and turn that technical jargon into plain, simple English.
So, at its absolute core, P1570/66 is all about a voltage problem inside your hybrid battery pack. The car's main computer, its brain, really, which is called the motor control module, has spotted something funky. It's noticed that one of the individual battery modules just isn't playing by the rules.
And how do you know this is the problem? Well, the biggest clue is staring you right in the face. It's that IMA system indicator lit up on your dashboard. IMA stands for Integrated Motor Assist. If that light is on, you can bet the car's computer has logged this exact fault.
Now, the super technical reason the manual gives is that the system detected a signal with too many transitions or events. I know, that sounds like a bunch of gibberish, but think about it like tuning an old radio. You want a crystal clear station, right? But instead, you're getting a ton of static and the signal keeps cutting in and out. The car's computer wants that clean signal, but it's getting static. And in this case, that static is the voltage problem.
So what exactly makes the computer throw up this red flag? It's not just a random guess. The system is super specific. It's constantly watching 3 key voltage numbers, almost like a hawk, to make sure everything is okay. Okay, first up, for the system to even do its job and run these checks, it needs a minimum amount of juice. The main power feed going to that brain, the motor control module, or MCM, has to be at least 9 volts. It's kind of like the computer needs its morning coffee before it can even start thinking.
Next, number 2. The computer does a quick roll call of the individual battery modules to see if they're healthy. It's looking for each one to be putting out at least 15 volts. That's the signal that they're charged up and ready for work.
And here it is. This is the big one, the actual trigger. The code gets thrown when the computer sees a difference of 3 volts or more between the highest voltage module and the lowest voltage one. But here's the key. That imbalance has to stick around for at least a second and a half. A quick little blip won't do it. It's that sustained, ongoing difference that tells the car, Houston, we have a problem.
Okay, so now we know what the code means. The next logical question is, why is it happening? Well, it usually boils down to one of 4 main culprits.
And here they are. As you can see, these 4 possibilities range from something super simple to stuff that's a bit more serious. We're talking a bad connection, old software, a failing battery module, or even a problem with the main computer. Don't worry, we're going to walk through each one.
Right. We know the what and the why. Now for the most important part, the how. How do we fix this? The key is having a smart step-by-step plan, and that's exactly what we're going to lay out for you.
Look, the absolute key to not spending a ton of money here is to be methodical. You've got to follow a logical order. You always start with the easiest and cheapest possible fix first, and only then do you move up the ladder. So we're going to start with a simple physical check, then look at software, and only as a last resort do we start thinking about replacing pricey hardware.
Step 1. This is the easiest one, and it costs you nothing but a few minutes of your time. Seriously, the whole issue could be something as simple as a loose connection or a corroded terminal. Cars vibrate. Things can work themselves loose. So before you do anything else, get in there and physically check the wiring connections at the battery module and at the MCM. A good wiggle and a tighten might just be all it takes to solve this.
Okay, so you've checked all the connections, and they're rock solid. What's next? Well, step 2 is software. It's crazy to think about, but your car's computer is just like your smartphone. It needs updates. An older version of the software might just be a little too sensitive or have a bug that triggers these false alarms. A quick trip to the dealer for a software flash could make the problem disappear for good.
All right, connections are tight, software is up to date. Now we have to start looking at the hardware itself. It's possible that the battery module is actually starting to fail and just can't hold the right voltage anymore. Now this is a bigger deal. This is where you'll likely need a professional to test things out and, yeah, maybe even replace the module.
And finally, our last stop.
If you've gone through all the other steps and the problem is still there, then you have to consider the brain of the operation, the motor control module itself. If the MCM is fried, it just can't read the signals properly or manage the voltage correctly. At that point, the only real solution is to replace the whole unit.
Whew, okay, we have covered a lot of ground here, right? We've talked about the code, the causes, the fixes. So let's wrap this all up into a simple, straightforward action plan so you know exactly what your next move should be.
So what's the bottom line? What's the big takeaway? It's this: always start simple. Check those connections first. Don't sleep on a simple software update. It can work wonders. And honestly, just knowing these steps makes you a smarter car owner. It gives you the power to walk into a mechanic shop and have a real, intelligent conversation about what's going on.
So there you have it. You've got the knowledge now. Next time that pesky light comes on, you're not going to feel that panic. Nope, you're going to have a plan. So the only question is, what's your first step? Just think, could this whole headache really, truly be solved by something as simple as one loose wire? You'll never know unless you check.